guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are looking at the top 10 most visited location in the world. Before we get started, make sure to like the video, subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon. Let's quickly analyze some travel data to see what makes people travel there before looking at the countries that receive the most visitors worldwide. According to the annual highlights report of the World Tourism Organization, the number of foreign tourists arriving has climbed by 7% over the last 10 years. Of the 1,326 million people worldwide, Asia and the Pacific account for 24%, while Europe accounts for 51%. The economies of Europe, Asia and the Pacific, and the Americas collectively earned $1,340 billion at their peak from tourism. Asia and the Pacific is catching up to Europe in terms of visitor numbers and associated spending, although Europe still dominates in both categories. If you want to add these countries to your travel wish list, go no further than the list below. To make the most of your next vacation days, hop between these lily pads of distinctive landscapes and rich history. Number 1. France. 89 million visitors. With a record-breaking 89 million visitors in 2019, France is the most visited country in the world. France wears its culture in both famous landmarks and everyday settings, patched up with idyllic villages and romantic cities. The country's noble castles, villas, and cathedrals pull off ostentatious decor with a nonchalance attributed to its long centuries of royal history. Few have the audacity to gild everything in gold. The genteel kind of luxury is presented by the markets held on village squares, the café terraces, and the daily ritual of a coffee and croissant. Don't forget about the outdoors either. City dwellers seek out Corsica's lyrical forests and the warm waters of the French Riviera as getaways. France can compete with almost any other nation on Earth in terms of natural beauty. With the shimmering French Riviera coasts, the patchwork meadows of the Loire Valley, the snow-capped Alps, and the centuries-old harbor towns of Normandy, France has a variety of stunning landscapes. Of course, outdoor enthusiasts will find this to be very tempting. Instead of having to choose between mountains and beaches, France has both, plus a lot more. This increases the value of your money and enhances the enjoyment of your trip. Make sure to bring your camera because these views will make all of your Facebook friends envious. Attractions: Eiffel Tower, Palace of Versailles, French Riviera, Chamonix, Mont St. Michel, Paris Bridges. Number 2. Spain. 84 million visitors. In Spain, a nation built for the good life, passion flares. Perhaps this explains why Spain is the second most visited country in the world. Explore Spain's timeless landscapes on an epic road trip that loops from Barcelona to Madrid. The views pass by like a photographer's reel. Before departing for the enigmatic Alhambra in Granada or the flamenco halls of Seville, congregate around Barcelona's Gothic quarter and peruse the experimental works of Gaudí. Additionally, the northern cities of Bilbao and San Sebastian offer mouthwatering pinkstos and cutting-edge architecture to satisfy your appetite. Visit the sandy reaches of Menorca, the Picos de Europa hills, the snow-capped Sierra Nevada, or any other place where nature changes with the seasons. Despite the history that lingers in the shadows, Spain seems to be living in the present, from the coast to the mountains and remote outposts on dry land. The Alhambra, El Retiro, Park Güell, the Familia Sagrada, Guggenheim Museum, Real Alcazar, and the beaches of Majorca are all attractions. Number 3. United States. 79 million visitors. Due to the size of its sprawling cities and the attractiveness of its little towns, America has always been a popular travel destination. 82 million tourists visited it in 2017 to round the figure down. America's limitless highways are a siren's draw, especially with the trend toward city hopping and road tripping in travel patterns. All of the cities of transients, New York City, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Chicago, and Boston, are dynamic urban areas brimming with diverse cultures and cuisines. Then there is the musical Austin, the free-spirited Portland, the vibrant San Francisco, and the beach and nightlife-filled Miami. In addition, there are miles of beautiful jungles and country lanes, as well as the Grand Canyon's calm heat. Additionally, the jazz, country, hip-hop, rock, and pop on the radio will keep you company while you navigate these disparate sites. Attractions: New York City, Yellowstone National Park, Arizona National Parks and Monuments, Grand Canyon, New Orleans, Miami beaches. Number 4. China. 66 million visitors. China's size and breadth of life are impossible to capture, and it is this irresistible characteristic that draws people in again and time again. The country memorializes some and forgets others, in a mysterious and transparent way at the same time. Alongside rapidly developing cities are decaying villages. The time-worn Great Wall is unpolished next to the vibrant colors of Buddhist temples, and water towns are a far cry from the desert-brushed edges of the rural sprawl. Make time for China's breathtaking scenery once you've had your fill of contemporary shopping centers and museums stuffed with artifacts. Choose between the meandering rivers of Yangshuo, the urban jungle of Hong Kong, the eerie deserts of Mongolia, or the floral crown of Qinghai Lake. The Forbidden City in Beijing may provide more historical interest, or perhaps you might go for Shanghai's secret speakeasies. However, even if you come for the beauty, you'll remain for the food because of China's diverse culinary traditions, which allow for the enjoyment of any food. Attractions include the Great Wall, the Terracotta Warriors in Xi'an, the Li River, and the Grand Buddha of Lashan. Number 5. Italy. 65 million visitors. When we think of Italy, the 5th most visited country in the world, the arts come to mind. Byzantine structures, the frescoes of Padua, Michelangelo's David, and the best of Da Vinci's masterpieces all come to mind. Heritage sites are the norm rather than the exception. They are the result of the ruins, archaeological sites, cathedrals, and manors that the Roman Empire and later empires left behind. Italy is home to some of the top fashion minds, thus attention to aesthetics extends to everyday elements as well. There is enormous geological diversity on the more natural spectrum. Italy is awash in blues and greens, from frigid Alps to azure coral reefs. Natural beauty is followed by culinary delights. Enjoy the delicate crust and powdered dough of pizzas while stuffing your face with ricotta and oysters and finishing it off with strong wines. Roman Forum, Tuscany's vineyards, Pompeii ruins, Amalfi Coast, St. Peter's Basilica, and Duomo are some of the tourist attractions. Number 6. Turkey. 51 million visitors. With the alluring thrum of busy towns in the background, sultry Turkey smolders with desert heat and sun-beaten ruins. Following its conquest by the Romans, the Byzantines, and the Ottomans, Turkey travels from furious Istanbul to the enticing Mediterranean coast to tell its tale. A few of the poetic ruralscapes along the route are the Kakar Mountains, Patara Beach, and Lake Egerter. Other magnificent vistas include protruding rock formations, shimmering lakes, and olive groves. Discover these environments by canyoning, kayaking, paragliding, hiking, and other more daring activities. They're lessons in the physical and cultural, and they help Turkey rank among the most popular tourist destinations in the world. Turkey's gastronomic delights derive from both inland and coastal sources, as if that weren't appealing enough. Spiced kebabs, veggies fried in oil, and sweet baklava are just a few of the native foods available. Eat well and smile a lot. Attractions: Topkapi Palace, Süleymaniye Mosque, Hagia Sophia, Bergama Acropolis, Caves of Heaven and Hell, and Nemrut Dağ National Park are among the area's top attractions. Number 7. Mexico. 45 million visitors. Vibrant and sultry Mexico's population is hardly able to sustain itself. The locals are empathetic hosts with a fierce sense of national pride, and they are fiesta-loving in the crowds and philosophical in the solitude. It is because of this sense of pride and expressiveness that the Teotihuacan pyramids, Maya temples, and colonial towns were both architectural marvels and the birthplace of great artists like Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera. Dance and street art have also gained prominence as a result of underground artistic movements. Attractions include Tulum, Cabo Pulmo, Teotihuacan, the Palacio de Bellas Artes, Edzna, and the Palenque ruins. Number 8. Thailand. 39.7 million visitors. Many of Thailand's cultural customs are guided by the spiritual and heavenly, which foretells the fusion of holy places in the natural world. You will walk over the roots of ancient banyan trees, through Buddhas with green frames, and other flower offerings as you meander through the magnificent estates of shining temples and exquisite shrines. Nature is always nearby. The rural core of Thailand is home to vast caverns, magnificent waterfalls, stunning rice terraces, and swaying hills. Apart from the chaotic cities and peaceful farmlands, tourists come to Thailand for its exciting seashore. Its coastline is dotted with almost 1,000 islands, and its calm waters are home to coral reefs and whale sharks. Sea cliffs and sandbars beckon adventure seeking tourists to stay and play, while the tourist destinations of Koh Tao, Koh Samui, and Koh Phi Phi push their calming spas and exotic food. Attractions: Wat Pha, Grand Palace, Chiang Mai, Erawan National Park, Phuket region. Number 9. Germany. 39.5 million visitors. Germany may be associated with a terrible tragedy, but it is also the birthplace of brilliant minds, innovative thinkers, and creative visionaries who helped usher in the modern era. You can trace the cultural footprint of the nation from lofty museums and auto factories to modern architectures by Frank Gehry and Daniel Libeskind. You can see the swaying path into rural Germany by casting your eyes beyond the Romanesque and Baroque structures of Berlin, Munich, and Hamburg. The valleys spread out into massive vineyards and imposing forests as they reach for the chilly Alps and northern dunes. Experiment with your eyes and tongue to taste the regional diversity of Germany. Attractions: Pergamon Museum, Schloss Neuschwanstein, Zwinger, Kölner Dom. Number 10. United Kingdom. 36 million visitors. The UK has developed a reputation for refined elegance because to afternoon tea, posh accents, and of course, the Queen, earning it a spot in this list of the top 10 most visited countries in the world. In addition, somber Scotland, brooding Wales, and grounded Northern Ireland exist. We have a wide range of landing locations when we group together the historical landmarks and regional flavors under the United Kingdom umbrella. To interact with old soil, venture outside of central London and other large cities. The history of Great Britain's periphery may be traced back to Neolithic stone circles, ruined castles and forts, Roman baths, and alternative museums. Scotland is the wildlands, connecting the tall lochs and tumbling isles with a network of simple but powerful fortifications and former battlegrounds. Attractions: Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, Stonehenge, Edinburgh Castle, Roman baths, Northumberland. You now have a thorough list of the countries that attract the most tourists worldwide. It is not unexpected that tourists are attracted to a range of attractions, such as breathtaking scenery, year-round activities, historical treasures, and delectable cuisine. It makes sense that tourists are compelled to visit countries with strong cultural attractions in a time when people are looking for unusual experiences. If you're itching for some adventure and a mind-blowing cultural experience, book your flights right immediately.